Hey, what's going on, Adjuster fam? Hope you guys are doing great today. It feels good to get back into the swing of making videos. For you guys who been wondering where I was, I just got slammed these last 3 weeks, and I just had to crawl out of a hole. I'm still crawling out of the hole a little bit, but it took a lot of focus and hard work to get to the point where I have somewhat control over what's going on now with my queue, and just want to take some time to create this video to help you guys. I know there's been some comments on some of these boards about getting behind and what do you do when you get behind, and I just want to offer some help towards that, and give you some of my thoughts and what I do to kind of keep my head above water when you get overwhelmed, and for a lot of times that's going to be more for you guys that are definitely in the desk environment. You guys, there's sometimes you guys are handling anywhere from 50 to 100 claims at a time, and that's really tough. I'm actually doing that. I'm doing about 40 to 50 pretty consistently in the field. It's a running queue. That is very hard to do, and that's what really got me pushed back. But I know a lot of you guys are struggling with this, so I just want to take a couple moments and give you some helpful hints on what I do. And then, if you got comments that can help everybody, feel free to leave those in the video below. So, first thing is, you're not going to get out of a hole if you don't strategize your day, okay? And you need to be thinking about tomorrow, today, right? For us in the field, that might be ordering your Eagle views, the day before. That might be, filling out as much as the information in the profile that you can the day before. A lot of times you can actually diagram the house, or not the house, but the elevations. Assuming that you're not getting those from Eagle View, you can actually have a lot of the elevations done just by a simple Google Maps. Now, I don't recommend that unless you're used to Google Maps, okay? But I've done it a lot and had really good success with it. So you're preparing for tomorrow today, and you're going to do that at the end of your day, okay? You don't want to prepare for tomorrow in the morning. You do that at the end of your day. But let's assume that, you're starting your day, you're not really prepared. What do you do today if you hadn't prepared yesterday, okay? What you need to do is you need to understand how you operate. This is very important. How do you work? Are you the kind of person who needs lists and you need to have those lists written out, right? Or are you the kind of person that, just has a feel for what's going on and can decide? Now, I'm a little bit of both. I have a feel for what's going on to a certain point, and then after that I have to make lists, right? So I get to a point and it's like, hey, if I don't prioritize these things, I'm not getting anything done today, right? So that's the first thing you need to do. You need to understand yourself. Are you a list person? Are you someone who has to get big tasks done first? The what book? That was Stephen Covey book that he talks about, getting big tasks done first. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like doing big tasks first. Whoops, sorry, don't mean to drop the camera there. I don't like doing big tasks first. I am a morning person in general, and I like to get some momentum going. So I go after low-hanging fruit first, right? So I spend my first 2 hours of the day just going after things that just make me feel like I'm accomplishing something, right? So if it's if you're doing reconciliations and you got a simple reconciliation you can get out of the way first thing in the morning, or, depending on how early you're starting, you might make some phone calls in the morning first thing. Sometimes that's hard. Usually reconciliations are easier. I don't like making phone calls till after 9 in the morning, especially during the school year. So, but, I get some reconciliations done. If there is any kind of authority that went out that, I need to make some changes, I'll do those changes. I'll again, make some phone calls, just whatever I can do to knock out 4, 5 tasks in the first 2 hours. What that does for me is that gives me motivation, right? It's like, man, I got something done today. I'm feeling good. Now I'm ready to start tackling big tasks because I have momentum. Now, I really learned this in flooring sales back when I was selling floors. I had a great manager who always say, Jason, you sell more when you sell more. And what he was saying is sales is just about momentum, right? So we had a great month one time where we literally closed 80% of the people that walked into our store. 80% of the people that walked into the store, if we went out on a measurement, we closed 80% of them. We actually did the math. It was the best month we ever did. Okay, it was a great paycheck too. But what had happened was we had gotten to the momentum of sales, right? We had gotten to the momentum. We just knew how to handle objections. We were in that momentum of, hey, we can get in and out of the house real quick after doing a measurement. We were just reading people right. It was just momentum. That's all it was just momentum. And then, like, the next month, it died off mainly because we were heading into the slow season. And it took us a couple months to get back into a momentum of sales because, just people weren't walking into the door or whatever. But it really drove home the point. You sell more when you sell more because you're in that momentum. You have that working knowledge of the process, right? It's no different here. You close more claims when you close more claims, right? It's all about momentum. So I like to get some momentum going first thing in the morning. Now, some people, if they don't tackle hard things first, they don't get hard things done. You got to kind of understand yourself. Are you the kind of person that, hey, I'm going to delay and delay, and then you make a hard problem even harder? Well, you may have to focus on getting the hard things done first, but I'm a momentum kind of guy. So that's my first tip. Reflect on you. How do you work? How do you operate? Hard things first or momentum generation? I'm a momentum guy, okay? Next thing, you need to take your claim as far as you can. Some of you guys are killing yourselves because you have 50,000 different apps open on your computer or your phone if you guys are out in the field, right? You're working on 50,000 different things and nothing's getting done. 50,000 started tasks, none of them get completed. Dumb. I'm just going to pause for effect there. If you're on a screen, if you're on your computer, and you have more than 5, 6, 7 different tasks open. Now, I'm not talking about claims. I'm talking about tasks, right? So you have your mail up. You have your Xactimate up. You have, whatever you're working on. You're only 4 or 5 things up at a time, working one claim at a time. Okay? If you have more than one claim open at a time, outside of the fact that you might be taking a phone call, dumb. Just dumb. You guys aren't going to get anything done. You focus on that one claim and you take it as far as you can. Now, what happens if you're working that one claim and you get a phone call? Okay? Well, if you answer the phone call, what I used to do, not what I used to, what I do, is I would have a notepad, right, at the side of my desk, and I would write down the claim number, the person's name, and what they were calling about. And that conversation would not last more than just a couple minutes, and I would just say, okay, I'll tell you what, I'm working on some things right now. I don't have your claim up in front of me at the moment, but I got your information here. I'm going to give you a call back as soon as I can, and we'll handle this claim at that time. Some of you guys open up the claim and try to handle it all at that same time, and you haven't finished the original claim you opened up. And so then you open up that second claim, and you start working on it, and you get another phone call. And so now you have a third claim open up, and you're trying to finish it, and you get another phone call. Dumb! Dumb! Take a message, write it down on your list. Do you have to get back to them today on it? That's a question you need to understand. Is this an emergency? I have to get back to them today? Do I have to get back to them right now? Can I get back to them later on this afternoon? Can I call them tomorrow? Okay? And you need to let them know that on the phone. Hey, just to let you know, this is a real simple issue. It's not really an emergency. I'm kind of slammed today. I can get back to you tomorrow on it. Communication is the big thing. That's the big thing, right? You have to be able to communicate. Now, if you can handle it today, you need to handle it today. But more importantly than handling it today is communicating when you're going to handle it. Okay? And guess what? If you put it off till tomorrow and you're a list maker, guess what's one of the first things you have on your list for tomorrow? Right. That return phone call. Okay? So handle one claim at a time. If you got 50, 60, 70 claims, especially you people in the desk, and you're 50, 60, 70 claims in, you cannot help 50 people at the same time. But you can't help one person at a time. And for you guys who are having a hard time closing out files, you just need to focus on one person at a time. I guarantee you, if you focus on one person at a time, guess what? You're going to start closing some claims down. Easy. You're going to start closing them down. Okay? And they're not going to reopen if you're focused on that one person at a time. Making your list. You get a phone call. You make your list. There it is. You have a working list. By the way, when I plan my day out, so I said I do some easy tasks first. About mid-morning, I tackle some hard tasks. Mid-afternoon, that's when I do my follow-ups, right? So if I got a couple phone calls in the morning, I'll make those calls in the afternoon. Get back to those people in the afternoon. If I have inspections like I said, I'll try to do that in the afternoon, right? So get some momentum going. Once I get momentum going, go tackle those hard claims because I got the momentum going. As soon as I tackle one or two hard claims, make my phone calls, do my follow-ups, finish the day off with, either tackling another hard claim or preparing for tomorrow. It's that simple. Easy, right? And you're going to get so much more done. Now, here's the most important thing, okay? You guys have to be okay when you gave the day your best and you didn't get everything done. Okay? You have to be okay with that. There's a reason why they dump so many claims on you, right? The reason is they're trying to get as much done for as little money as possible. All right? And so they know most of the time that the amount of work that they gave you, you cannot handle, but you're going to have to stretch every day. It's okay not to get everything done in a day as long as you gave the day your best. Okay? Meaning, did you organize your day the day before? Did you tackle your claims the way that you work best? Whether that's doing, small claims first to get some momentum, then big claims next, or whether that's doing big claims first and working your way down. Did you work the best way that you know how to work? Did you make your list on people you need to follow up with? Okay? And then did you prepare for tomorrow? If you did that and you didn't get everything done, it's okay. Forgive yourself, wake up the next day, do it again. The reason being is you cannot, I promise you, you cannot give your best every single day and not get better. You can't do it. If you give your best every single day, in 2 weeks, you're better. In a month, you're better than you were 2 weeks ago. In 3 months, you're better than you were when you first started out. It's just about giving your best every day and accepting the results. Not getting down on yourself. If you get in trouble for not getting something done, hey, you just make a note of it. You're not going to take it to heart. You're going to make a note of it, and you're going to get it done tomorrow. That's all you can do. Okay? So hope those tips helped you guys out. If you have anything you'd like to add, feel free to leave a comment below. Appreciate you guys. Glad to be back in the swing of things, and hope you all have a great day. We'll talk to you later.